Hi there, and welcome to this series of videos to help you with your maths revision. So giving you time to look at a question, decide how you would start it, and then going through the answers. A daily dose of 3 questions, 1 pure, 1 stats, and 1 mechanics. So let's get started. Each video will show you a question, give you some tips by focusing on the keywords and drawing out how to approach that question, and then giving the answers. So here's today's pure question. So this first question is about a circle. We've got a circle of radius 5. It's passing through 2 points and we're being asked to find the 2 possible centres of the circle. So the first thing I would do is draw a picture, have a diagram so you can annotate onto it and reason onto the diagram. So here's my diagram showing the 2 circles, and we can see that they both pass through the origin and 8, 0, and this line here along the x-axis is going to be a chord. We're told that the radius of the 2 circles is 5, so from the circumference at the origin to the centre is going to be 5, and the same here. So these are the 2 centres that we're trying to find. Now, if we join them up, going vertically down, what you've got is from here to here is another radius, and when a radius cuts a chord, one of the circle theorems is that it bisects that chord at 90 degrees. So we can see either side of that 0 to 8 line across the x-axis is going to be 4 and 4. So what we've actually got, if we just use the x-axis and up to the top centre with the radius 5, and this 4 is a right angle triangle, and we've got a Pythagorean triple with 3, 4, 5. So this vertical distance here is 3. So we don't have to do any sort of A-level equations of the circles. We can just see that to get to that centre, it's 4 along and 3 up. So the coordinate of the centre that we're looking for must be 4, 3. And then the other centre, by the symmetry of the diagram, is just going to be 4 minus 3. Joanna has collected lengths of 70 animals, so that means the sum of the frequency is going to be 70. So the median is going to be located halfway along, and then we need to use interpolation, so that's proportionally reason into that median group where the median is. So the median is located halfway along the 70 values that Joanna has collected. So if we do 70 divided by 2, the median is going to be the 35th item of data along. So if we work out the cumulative frequency, we have got 6 items of data by the time we've got to the end of the first group, and then by the time we've got to the end of the next group, there were another 7, so that adds in and gives us 13, and then by the time we've got to the end of the next group, we add in 23, we get 36. Now 36 has now gone past 35, so that's telling me that the median is located in this group here, somewhere in between, because the median being an average is inside the data, so it's somewhere between 50 and 55. So if we draw this line, and the thing that we're after, the median, which is Q2, is located between the 50 and the 55, and then we just need to proportionally reason where that is in the same point along the cumulative frequency. So by the time we've got to the end of the group above, there were 13 items, so that goes there, and then we added the 23 in to get, by the end of the time we got to the end of that group, it was 36. So if we set up a system and see how far that Q2 is within the gap between 50 and 55, it's going to be the same on the bottom. So if we set up that Q2 minus 50, that distance there divided by this larger distance on the top, which I can see between 50 and 55 is 5. That's going to be proportionally the same as this distance here, which is 35 minus 13, divided by the 36 minus 13, which this larger distance here is always going to be the amount that you added in to get that answer 36 on the cumulative frequency. So that bottom number here is going to be 23. Now, once we've set that up, all we need to do is solve for that one unknown Q2. So Q2 minus 50 is going to equal 35 minus 13, which is 22, divided by 36 minus 13, which we know is 23, and then we need to times that by 5, cross multiplying, and then Q2 is just going to be that answer and then add on the 50, and if we do that it comes out to be 54.8. So did you pick out the keywords to look out for? We're in equilibrium, so all the forces are going to balance. We're on a rough plane, so we're going to have some friction. The parcel is on the point of moving up the slope, so the friction is going to oppose that motion and go in the other way. We're asked to find the normal reaction on the parcel. So the first thing to do is to add all your forces onto the diagram. So did you get your forces onto the diagram? We've got a mass of 3 kilograms. That will give us a weight of 3g acting vertically down. We've got our friction, which is opposing the motion because the 30 Newton acting horizontally is preventing the parcel from moving up the slope. So our friction is going to oppose that motion. Now the thing we're being asked to find is the normal reaction, which is going to be perpendicular to the slope. Now because we're told it's in equilibrium, all the forces that are going to be perpendicular to the slope are going to cancel out. So the only forces we need to look at now and resolve are the ones that are perpendicular. The friction is parallel to the slope, so that's not going to be involved in the calculation. If we resolve the weight, so 3g acting down, if we resolve that parallel and perpendicular to the slope, we will go a little bit this way and a little bit this way. That angle there is going to be our 30, and then we're just interested in the forces that are perpendicular. So the size of this acting down here will be 3g cos 30 because it's adjacent to that angle. And then if we do the same with the 30 newtons, which is horizontal, if we resolve it perpendicular and parallel to the slope, and then by the fact that there we've got some alternate angles, that's going to be 30. We're just interested in the perpendicular one, so this will be the size of the force, which is our 30, times sine 30 because that side is opposite the angle, and then the two forces going down perpendicular to the slope, because we're in equilibrium, must equal the one going up. So the thing we're trying to find, the normal reaction, is going to be 30 sine 30 plus 3g cos 30. And when you put that in your calculator, you're going to get 40.46, and that will be in newtons. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this has helped you with your revision. If you have any comments that you want to leave or any particular questions you want me to focus on in any of the 3 strands, the pure, the stats or the mechanics, please do leave any questions. Please do like and subscribe, share it with your friends, do all that good stuff. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.